G'day champs. In a previous video, I added a laser to my CNC machine. It was the first video I ever made and, well, it's not great. But with 16,000 views and counting, it's popular by my low standards, so I'm going to appeal to the masses and do another laser upgrade video. This time, I'm upgrading my laser just a little bit. It's still a cheap eBay laser, but it's a 10 watter. That's a nice jump up from the 500 milliwatt laser I've been using. And this laser has Pwm capabilities. Why the upgrade, you ask? Well, I'm hoping that a little extra power can speed up my engraving. And I hope to be able to cut some thin materials like timber veneer, card, foam, and maybe even 1 to 2mm acrylic. You might have noticed me mention Pwm. In case you don't know what that is, I'll quickly explain. It stands for Pulse Width Modulation. In plain English, a non-Pwm laser is an on or off kind of deal, but Pwm laser allows for variable power levels. So the advantage of a Pwm laser is obvious. More control. The laser can be run at a lower power if the work material is prone to burning or melting. Grayscale can be achieved if you're engraving a photo. By running the laser at a lower power, you can prolong its life. Another useful feature made available with Pwm is Dynamic Laser Power Mode. As the CNC machine moves about, the speed isn't always constant. It needs to accelerate and decelerate when changing direction. A non-Pwm laser only has one power setting. While the laser is moving slowly, it is burning those sections for longer. This often results in uneven engravings where the edges are darker than the fill. Dynamic Laser Power Mode aims to solve this by varying the laser's output power to offset the changes in speed. To enable variable power, in the GRBL config file, I need to uncomment out this line. When this change is made, GRBL swaps the spindle enable pin and the Z limit pin. So my Z limit switch now goes here, and the Pwm wire on my new laser goes here. I've used a DC to DC converter to drop my 24 volt power supply to a 12 volt to suit the laser, and that's the wiring done. I enabled Pwm in my laser GRBL settings, and now it's time to try it out. Using the custom buttons capabilities in laser GRBL, I have created two new buttons. I call these laser mode and CNC mode. These are just right to the GRBL console. The laser mode button turns on GRBL's laser mode, as well as speeds up the maximum acceleration and deceleration on the X and Y axis. I do this because moving a laser around can be done much faster than dragging a router bit through hardwood. This also reduces the X and Y soft limits to prevent the laser head that hangs off the side of my router bracket from smashing into anything. The CNC mode button simply undoes the laser mode changes and makes the machine ready to CNC again. I can't emphasize enough how much these two simple buttons have made my life easier. For a long time I was making these changes manually every time I wanted to switch between laser and CNC. I've done a few test runs and I'm happy with how the laser is working. Given the new laser is much more powerful and has more configurability thanks to Pwm, I'm going to need to experiment a bunch to find optimal speed and power settings for both engraving and cutting across a variety of materials. This experiment is going to take a while and could be the topic of another video. In the meantime, if you need help getting started with a laser, the best video I have found is from James Dean Designs. I'll put the link in the description. He runs through setting up a laser and provides a great free download pack. The pack includes some G-code tools that help optimize focusing and determine burn and cut settings. Take care and good on you for watching.